Better now?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if we can
Okay.
unmute.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to OTECH Pros. Twice a month, they have a round table, and they elected me to start, which I'm really happy over. Just kidding. Anyway, it's about this is going to be an easy one for all of us, I believe. Ask Mufareh presents an integrity-driven business. I'm like, yeah, of course, that's who he is. The cool thing is, the part that makes it easy for me is if you look up, if you know what that means, and you'll see the picture of Ash as I say this. Integrity is the quality of being honest, ethical, and having strong moral principles. If that's not Ash, I don't know who is. It involves consistency, doing the right thing. Goes without saying, even when no one is watching or when it might be challenging. The last 5 years. Integrity also means being true to your values, staying reliable, accountable, and following through on commitment. That we all know, right? People with integrity are typically trusted, respected, because they demonstrate honesty and consistency in their actions and decisions. In business context, integrity is essential for building credibility, fostering trust with colleagues and customers, and maintaining positive reputation. That could be the definition of our company by itself. Definitely could be the definition of this company. I've been fortunate. I've known Ash really well, probably for 5 years. Not once was there, he wasn't living up to that integrity part. Not once. The worst times really shows who you are. Everybody's fantastic when nothing's going wrong. We are the best thing that ever walked. You have all the money, you don't have debt, you don't have nothing bad going on. You don't have to worry about anything. Wow, I have a lot of integrity. That's not what builds it. When bad times are there, who are you? When things are not going right, who do you take care of? Do you take care of just yourself, or do you look at others and help them? That's Ask Mufareh. That's why I'm here after 5.5 years, because I believe, and I believe it as much as I can see my hand. I mean, there's no doubt at all. And I realize that a lot of people may not be, there's close to 1 million people, maybe more, in this company that may be at different levels. And I realized, some heard them more, some were in meetings more, whatever. If you have that feeling, which everybody on the screen does, and probably 90% of the people watching, we owe it to him to share it with others. Because if you have something that could change somebody's life, you should give it to them. If somebody's asking for water and you've got a jug of water, give them a drink. If they're looking for a difference in their life, listen, most of you here, I know without a doubt, have relatives and family in other countries. A lot of it's other countries don't have the resources that you have where you are now. When you left, you never really left. You're an arm and an extension to where you came from. And you're helping them as much as you can, even if you're struggling yourself, because that's who you are. How do I know that? You wouldn't be an Unpassive if you weren't. The filter of Unpassive, when it was grown, when it was started, when it was built up from the very beginning, when it was an egg, the whole concept was big-hearted, truthful, and putting other people above yourself. Now, have a lot of people come and gone that they had problems with that? Yeah, absolutely. That's called filtering. If you have a dark side to you, you're not going to feel very good in the light. I have never turned on the light and saw darkness. Can't find it. You have to look under something or behind something. That's what darkness is. You don't let it in, it stays light. But all the crap that went on against Mr. Mufareh and the company, and by the way, another thing I think we need to realize, whatever happened to Mr. Mufareh, because of who we are, we need to know it happened to us. And I'm pissed over it, whatever it is. If I never hear the details, because the integrity he has, that he deserves, because he's shown it the whole time, if I know something bad happened, if it happened to him, I feel as bad about it as if it happened to my family. If it happened to Mino, if it happened to Chris, or Oliver, or my engineer Mike, Comfort, Vincent, Dancing Queen, Miriam, Lystra. No kidding. In fact, it bothers me more than it happened to a family member than it would me. That's who I am. But it's no newsflash. That's who you are. You're looking at this, yeah, it's going to help you. You're going to maybe change an address. Maybe you're going to get a new car, pay off debt, pay off school loans, whatever. Build a life that gives you more abundance. But in deep in your mind, all of us, this is the beauty of the company. This is what made us who we are. The day that we get abundance more than we've had, I don't care if it's $5 more to 500 to 5,000 to 50,000. I walk out my door and I'm going to give to someone else. Because I found out in life when I was traveling around the world to different countries. I was in Russia, average income $100 a month. They hold their pants up by a string that they took off of another pair of pants. That was their belt. And you know what? They were the most giving people I ever met. The people with least give the most. And we could say, well, that's rare. No, it's not. Go all the way back in the Bible. The people had nothing, gave everything. And in a lot of cases, the one that had everything, percentage-wise, gave nothing. So on passive is going to make it possible through integrity of this man and whatever fire he's walking through, so that we're able to give this same dream and hope to somebody else. And what happens when you give that to somebody that has never tasted or drank from the water of OnPassive or this company? It's earth shaking. You know, I thought about, I know some people over exaggerate what you're going to make. Look, money's made by products being sold. It will take time. But the most unique thing in this company, because of Ash Mufareh, is the impact will be greater on the least of our friends and family. Because the same $200 I make, and you give that to a family in Papua New Guinea or a poor family in Africa, what's $200? I've talked to all of you. $200 to a family in some village it's like they won the lottery. And to know it'll be there next month plus some, and then give them the opportunity to have the same golden toolbox that we have, where they can build quicker as they get more and more. And what are they going to do? You know what they're going to do. They're going to give. I look at it like Ash wants to change the world. He said from outer space it'll look different. So let's look at it this way. He wants to paint the world a rosy red. And he hands everybody that wants to do it, a paintbrush and a gallon of red paint. The day will come 4 or 5 years down, you go to outer space, look down, and there'll be a red tint where we made a difference starting one person at a time. And you give the same education, the same opportunity, the same abundance as you give one of the spoiled people in the country I'm from. You give them up that opportunity. You know, people say, well, inner cities are this and certain countries are bad. Give them the same opportunity and see what happens. If you have a life of hopelessness, you do things you probably shouldn't do because you're trying to feed your family, you're trying to get by. You have no hope. Ash gives us hope. And I've heard people say they're going to give hope. I've heard people say, I'm going to make things better. I've never had anybody in my life like Ash that proved it to me. I believe it when he says it. I know he means it. And when you hear a guy that spent all this time, what he's went through, sacrifice for his family and his wife and his kids and the money and his name, look up the company on Google, look up his name. He was beat to death. And we're going to find out probably from some crooks because that's not who he is. We know that. The day will come where his name will be what it should be. And the only way that happens is let's do our 2%. Get your paintbrush. If you paint one little foot square, you made a difference. So integrity is contagious. And if you spread it, it will change the world. I believe that's all I have. Back to you, Collins.
Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for the great, intro. What I pick from what you said, Maddie, it's about being ethical, moral, honesty, consistency, a man of value. And when you have all of those, all of those values, trust will come. Trust comes by being honest to what you are doing. And above all, it's about lifting people above yourself. Exactly, that's what Mr. Ash Mufareh is doing. And that's what, the business is all about. But then, Maddie, you've just said this. I would just want our brother, Chris Johnson, to come in. Please just come in and take it from wherever you want to take it, because the topic is really great. Mr. Ash Mufareh presents an integrity-driven business. So take it from wherever you want to take it.
Thank you, Collins, for interrupting my beautiful cleaning day, but that's okay. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, the show can end right now because Marty just hit everything that I really wanted to say, but that's okay because that's what we do. I did the same thing probably as Marty did. I looked up integrity because I want to understand the complete definition. And I'm looking at it like, okay, he's doing the same thing. Now what do I got? Now I got to think. Now I got to think what I want to say, but it's not hard to think about integrity in a guy who has done everything for everyone else, but not really himself. That's integrity. If you also look in the definition, I'll read it real quick if Marty didn't read that. Internal consistency or lack of corruption in electronic data. All right. Ash's integrity led him to say, man, we got to do better. There's just too much crap going on in the world. And I can make a difference, he said. And then he said, but man, what if I build an army of followers that can help me make that difference? Because one man is very hard to make a difference. He shared it out with quite a few people that on a daily basis spread that same word about good, healthy, love, passion, compassion. His integrity has wore off on all of us, I believe. That's my personal opinion. But you know what? I'm 100% right on that. To the people that don't see the integrity in Ash Mufareh, I kind of feel sorry for him because he's going out of his way, and he has gone out of his way to do right for humanity. This isn't about just making a business. This is about a business that is going to change the entire world. It's going to change families. It's going to stop my dog from barking when I don't want him to bark. It's really crazy when you think about it. I've watched this guy for 4 years now. And everything that he always says is nothing but integrity. Actually, I think his name should be in the dictionary under integrity, Ash Mufareh. He's called it. He's seen it. He's told us things that were going to happen. He warned us of things that were going to happen. And he kept saying to himself, I know this. I got to find a better way. And then boom, someone comes in and slams his integrity for no reason whatsoever, but just to be dishonest, corrupt, evil, ugly, the devil. Okay. And what did Ash Mufareh do? He wiped that devil off his shoulder. Now I'm going to do better. I'm going to keep doing better because not just this company, but the world needs someone to come in and make changes and show them a different way, a unique way. That is integrity. And let me tell you this, I wrote this down because I thought about it a little bit. Ash Mufareh's justice will come when the unjust is shown. Okay? When things actually are told to the world of the true story of what Ash Mufareh did, I think you're going to see a lot more smiling faces, because people still don't understand what exactly happened to him and what he was trying to build. And people came in that didn't have any kind of integrity. What they had was jealousy. What they had was evil, hate. And they want to take, I'm taking it away from this guy. I can do this. All right. But no one to this day can take away what Ash Mufareh put out for all of us. He restructured himself. I wouldn't say he got knocked down. I would say he just walked taller. His integrity said, I got to do better. No matter who fires at me, no matter what they say, I will show them that what I'm doing is ethical, clean. You go on the internet, a 5-year-old kid can get on the internet today and look at anything they want. And that's pretty scary and sad. If you're not watching your son or daughter that a young, maybe even 13 years old, you get on the internet, they can look up anything they want. Ash Mufareh is like, no. We got to make an ecosystem where anyone can come in and feel safe. We have to make an ecosystem where if anyone that wants to come in can be educated, can learn, not just from the ecosystem. The ecosystem is the world of a past Vivians, if you want to say that. You are the ethical individuals that understood his vision, his integrity, and you went out and you pushed forward. And we are still here, and we're still going, and we're not going to stop. Why? Because Ash Mufareh's integrity brought us all to this spot right now. That's the honest to God truth. If I didn't believe in it like everyone else says, I wouldn't be here. We have people we know that don't believe in it, but yet they want to constantly come in and make us look silly or stupid, however they want to think we are. I could be silly, I could be stupid, I could be funny, I could be serious, but it doesn't really matter what they say about me. I don't like it when people pick on other people, period, even though I'm a jokester in a good way. But the individuals that are listening right now, and they are, that don't believe or they want to say bad things because they read something stupid on the internet and they believed it right away. Ash Mufareh has got a heart bigger than you can even think about. His integrity and his drive is amazing. He's not going to stop. He just won't stop. All these countries Marty just talked about. You know, this morning I talked about my neighbor in the 80s has to keep her heat real low because she can't afford the heating bill. All right. Do we ever think about that? No, we think about we're in our cozy little home, we're warm. We don't think about people on the streets. Or my buddy Dave Roseski, who explained to me that he did live in his car for a few years and it is miserable, cold, especially in the wintertime. Try to put myself, I can't really put myself in other people's shoes, but I can put myself in the shoes of Ash Mufareh and his integrity, because he doesn't say, well, you know, that guy put himself there, it's his fault. No. He says, let's find the problem, why he's in that position. Let's figure it out. And that is through education. That is through caring people who want to get out and change things. All of us have walked by people for years that stood on the corner, worked for food, or you got $5. We've all done it. All right. And once in a while, we might feel guilty. I'm in a warm car and this person's out there standing on the street freezing. I'll give him $10. You know what? It's nice, but it's not good enough. I don't want that individual standing on the corner asking for money. Why is that in the United States of America that we have thousands and thousands of individuals who live on the street and rely on the good-hearted people to throw them a few bucks? Let's just change that. All right. Instead of giving them the $10, which is still nice, why don't you invite them to go to a restaurant? Sit down in a warm environment, explain to them that we have a better way and we want to help everyone. we're going to start with you, because that individual that's on the street knows a lot of people that are living on the street, and they're in the same situation. A lot of them go from hotel to hotel, cheap hotels that they raise enough money that day by people giving charity to them just to get out of the cold. And that might be 1 or 2 days out of the entire winter. All right. We have to change that. Us as human beings have to step up to the plate and be like Ash Mufareh and say, I need to fix this. I need to change this. And then you take that I and you turn into we. All right. I could take Lister T, who can help out in her community, maybe 100 people, 200 people. But when you got 1 million people that's all doing the same thing, everyone's taken care of. All right. That $10 is nothing anymore. Taking someone out and actually having a conversation, actually experiencing what they're going through. It's 50 degrees today in Michigan. Go on outside and just stand out there with just a t-shirt and maybe a pair of pants. It's cold. Now imagine that temperature dropping down to 0 degrees. All right. And it's not just adults that are living on the streets. There's adults with children living on the streets. We should never, ever in the history of the world put up with that. There has to be a solution to fix things. All right. I believe Ash Mufareh has solutions to fix things. Overnight, no. But at least he's trying. There are a lot of organizations out there that try, but here's my opinion. They don't try hard enough, because if they've been doing it for 20 years, they didn't do their job. They might have helped a few families out, but guess what? Those families are still on the street. Let's change that. Let's take Ash Mufareh's vision, his dream. Let's take his integrity and put it to work so we can help out every individual. So I, for one, am very thankful that Ash Mufareh is who he is. If you don't know who he is, I would say get to know him, but don't read it on the internet, because on the internet it says Collins Mann is Ash Mufareh's father. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that you see, and Marty DeGarmo is his legitimate son. So this is the kind of stuff that we see on the internet, and an average person will turn on their phone. Wow, you said that about Chris Johnson. Wow, and they believe it. They believe it. Social media is a dangerous thing when it comes to saying something bad about somebody. Stick to clean and ethical. That's what Ash Mufareh designed this company for. Clean and ethical. In other words, when you talk about gambling, a kid can go on the internet right now and look up, get on slot machines, gamble for money. Look at dirty pictures. Ash Mufareh is, no, not in my ecosystem. My ecosystem is going to be about love, education, passion, and helping whoever needs it out, period. Collins, man, I think I did a little bit for you. Marty, great topic, because you hit everything I wanted to help, but you made me expand. Thank you very much, Collins.
Thank you, Chris. Honestly, that was really fantastic, because I make some point which you just it is not exactly what Marty said. He says it's about making a difference. It's about love. It's about compassion. It's about change. It's about ethical, clean. And one of the things you said, which really good, I find it very, very interesting, is about Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh, justice will come when the unjust is shown. That is really massive. Thank you. So let's turn to one of our ladies. Now, we have about 3 ladies here, but I want to move straight to Canada and then hang on to one of our beautiful sisters who've been really, in the heart of Unpassive, making a lot of, attending webinars, sharing, which is really good. And it's nothing other than our sister, Listra. Listra, come on and share with us.
Thank you so much, Collins. Hello again, everyone. Oh my gosh. My topic, Mike, was on resilience. And you didn't tolerate. I can't remember if you said anything about integrity, but here we go. Integrity. Mr. Ash is a man who has so much integrity. I've never, ever come across anyone like him in my life before, ever. I mean, look where we are today. Look what happened. Only a man with intense integrity like Ash would pick up the pieces and move ahead. And he did that. And he's still doing it. Oh my goodness. Where will you ever see anyone like that again? And again, I would go back to resilience. It's with resilience and strength that Ash has picked up, made that team that who would stand with him, who would walk with him, who would work with him, and bring us back to the place where we are today. That's what he did. And we know that that's what he will continue to do because, again, of his integrity. Integrity comes from the heart. That's what I believe. It comes from the heart. That's where it starts. And if you have heart and you have heart for the people, the way he is working right now for humanity, that heart and that integrity will take us to exactly where he wants us to be. And we are going to get there because the drive he has, the vision he has, all of that, when you put it together, you can't help but win. And that's what he says. We're winners. We're all winners. And we are following in his footsteps, which will bring us to that place. Okay? Now, what he has done, what he continues to do with everything that he has under his thumb, what he's overcome, his perseverance, all of that put together has brought us here today. And here we are talking about this company and our CEO and that drive that he has and where it will bring us. We all know where it'll end. We are right there with him. And when he said all those years ago, we are in it to win it, he wasn't kidding. And this is why I am still here. It's going to be 5 years soon for me. And I do not regret a minute that I have spent with this company and all of you. Thank you so much. I don't have as much as Mr. D and Mr. J. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Lisa. Yes, at least you didn't have so much, but you said you really said a lot of things. So integrity is about resilience, it's about strength, coming from the heart, and it's about building a team that will work with him, stand by him. It's really important. Just want to thank you for what you've just shared today. Thanks very much. Now, let me just jump to one of my tech brothers. I know they always have a lot to share. They are always here every day with us, making things, sharing a lot of things, both in technologies and stuff, and they'll be there all the time. But now I want to jump to my own brother Oliver Onte. I know you have a lot to say. So take it over, brother.
Hi, everybody. And I want to appreciate and thank everybody that is here today to, being here. It's been, this is our company. And no matter what, when they call us in midnight, that 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. midnight, we'll wake up and represent. And today we talk about integrity. Mr. Ash has given us an integrity and driven business. When you look at the word even integrity, he is that person. Mr. Ash is that person. An honest man that has his moral principles that he will not shift no matter what. He will not shift no matter what. He stands by it, and he has that belief that he is going to impact other people's life through his goals, through his beliefs. And this is just what he is doing. He has given us the biggest gift that one can ever have on this planet Earth. He has given you, given me, and those who are coming behind us like resellers, a business. And what is that business? A business that is going to give us that financial security. A business that is going to make us to be fulfilled. A business that is going to give us that financial freedom, also time freedom and social impact. That social impact is for us to go out there and impact other people's life. Out of the 1.4,200,000 founders globally, all over the world, we are going to impact through Mr. Ash Mufareh, his integrity, his moral principles, his belief that he has impacted us. We are going to shine in the world. He has not given us any kind of business. Mr. Ash has not given us any kind of business. He has given us a business that he has taken 98% of the job, and we have just 2%. We should thank him. We should thank him for his time and all the challenges. We might not see, or when he comes out, he will smile with us, but we know the challenges that he is going through, that he is going behind. They beat him, they slap him, he falls, but because of that integrity, he stands up, he still looks up. Today, I'll compare Ash with Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, the Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi, the late great grand Gandhi in India. These are people with integrity that has their own beliefs. That is Mr. Ash, that has his own beliefs. He is there. He has given us a business. Yes, when we say the 98%, we have just 2%. He will drive traffic. Traffic is like blood that flows in our body. Without blood, you will die. That business that he has given us with the traffic. With no traffic, there is no business. You can have all the perfect products that you want to build in this world. There's that one thing. If you don't know your users, your customers, then what kind of business are you building? That is Mr. Ash Mufareh. He has given it to us, everything. And that is why I said we should continue to thank him. We should continue to make him to feel that we are behind him. We should support him. Again, not only that. I heard my big brother, Mr. Madi Degamo, a few days ago, he talks about rich people. Any rich man on this planet Earth must have multiple streams of income. They do have multiple streams of income. That is you and I. That is you and I. You start making the money gradually, then bam, you explode. You explode. Unlimited. Multiple stream of income. All connect. All staff. All academy. And so on, and so on, and so on. That is the business that he has given us. Our family and our generation will never suffer. Will never suffer. We are fulfilled. Our surrounding, our community, and the rest of the world. Their life will not be the same because of the social impact. He has given us, this is the biggest company that you can think of because of one thing, that human part that he has attached to the business that he has given us. That we are going to enjoy. That we are going to enjoy. You know, so I'll leave others to talk. I want to say thank you. And the integrity part, Mr. Ash is a very humble, respectful. Thank you very much. Collins.
Thank you, bro. Honestly, you shared a lot of information, which I picked it, which is really great. Mr. Ash Mufareh embodies, integrity. Everything Chris, Martin, and Lisa have said here, he just summarized it nicely. He's an honest man, he's moral, he believes in what he is doing, and he's building a business for all of us. So he is here just to uplift humanity. It's not about him, it's about everybody. Thank you, bro, for sharing that. That is really, really powerful. Now let me dive, I just want to call him out and then go back to a woman. We have one of our powerful sisters as well. There are a lot of powerful ladies in the house. But I just want to pick one from the UK, which is none but other than Sister Comfort. Sister Comfort, come in and share with us.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, bro. Hello, everyone. Thank you. And thank you to guys, everybody who's joining. Make sure you drop a comment because it goes a long way. Let's discuss integrity. And of course, what else can I say after everybody has said everything, I will also add my voice by saying that Mr. Mufareh himself is just integrity personified. Mr. Mufareh's integrity, like Marty said earlier on, integrity is something that is contagious. If you are really genuinely it, you're not just using the word, but you are showing it. Because people can tell that you are a man of integrity when you live it and they see it. You don't go telling people, my name is Comfort, I am a woman of integrity. I do those things that people deduce from my actions. This is a man of integrity. We have been here since 2018, depending whenever you joined. We have an idea about the history, the journey of OnPassive, depending on how much you have been engaged. We know that Mr. Mufareh has gone through thicks and thins. He has gone through puddles. He has gone over hills and descended valleys. But then he has stood his test. He has been consistently consistent, He promises and then does what he wants to do. And if it gets stuck, at some point he comes back and say, hey, I thought that I was going this way until I got here, got stuck. This is what else I am doing. This is how else I am doing. However, we are still getting there, right? So consistent or Mr. Mufareh's integrity here is something that is kind of sticky. It's sticky such that sometimes people like me, when I heard about the opportunity, I was wading in with a lot of caution because I wanted to make sure it was not just one of those things. But the moment the light bulb came out or that came on and I lay my hand on it got really sticky. I can't take my hands off anymore, and that is why where we are now, some people, you can't stick their hands off Mr. Mufareh's back. Why? Because of his integrity. OnPassive has already, believe me or not, achieved its aim for which it was made. Because he comes out and tells you just what you need to know. He doesn't lie to you. He comes back and tells you that, listen, I would be doing myself a dishonor by telling you to wait for something that is not. Because that's what has been happening even centuries. I don't want to say decades because he could be a few decades old, but people have been lying to people centuries upon centuries. But then he comes up. Even history has a figure, I don't know what, I've forgotten his name, where he was described as somebody who was consistently inconsistent. But we have found that person who is consistently consistent and he delivers as promised. And that is why, because of his integrity, because of his genuinity, because of his honesty and transparency, everything is just moving on. And people are learning a lot from his kind of leadership style. Thanks to Mr. Mufareh's integrity, people now believe or understand from his actions that leadership in its real meaning and in its action is actually kind of service, is kind of servanthood. Because why is Mr. Mufareh doing this? He is just doing a service to you and myself. He doesn't need this, but then he does it because he had promised to do it. And so he has to hold to his commitment. Whether I'm going through thicks and things, whether they're pouring water over me, I have given my word. I have promised. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly wherever I am going. And I know that the end of it is sure, it's secured, it's guaranteed. It might tarry, there might be twists, but then I am ready physically and mentally. I have to get there because people are waiting for me. People have planned things like this, either at the same magnitude, I'm not sure, a bit less or a bit more, but they did not get there because when they get to some point, they look in their pockets and said, after all, I've got enough for me and my family. I'll let it go. Let everybody go back to where they were and fend for themselves. But no, I will fail my people if I give them my word that I am bringing this other model, this other business model that will change things, that you will finally be able to make a dime, to take home something for your family that is waiting. I can't take it back because I've promised you, you have trusted in me, you have believed in me. So we have to walk this journey to the end. Mr. Mufareh's integrity is kind of, it's a bit more contagious than COVID-19. Excuse me, but that's how it feels. The moment you sneeze it out and the person who catches it and catches it really good, they never sneeze, they never keep it. That's how bad it is. Bad in good way. That's Mr. Mufareh. Sometimes you use opposite words to describe him because he does. If it's not abnormal, it's not Mr. Mufareh. Being a man of integrity, being genuine this day in this century where we are, it is abnormal. It doesn't work like that. You have to get to the top by stepping on somebody else's shoulder, getting there, and then stepping back down. Ash doesn't go like that. Either he stands from behind and pushes you up, or he goes up to the top, pulls you up, because that was the promise he gave to you. He sticks to it. Mr. Mufareh is a man of integrity. Unpassive is still living. Ash is still speaking. He is still smiling, still moving on because of that genuineness in him, because of his integrity, because of the trust that people have had in him, that they have in him, and they're already sharing it. Many people, all of us, I don't know about you, we came for selfish interest. The moment we got it, we said, no, it's not about Ash, it's not about me, it's not about the little guy down there who will never get here if I don't bring them. And it's working. It's a done deal. It's a success. We are making it. We are going there. And of course, we are in it to win it because the man is there leading. He's not blinking. He's not wavering because it has to be done. And it's a done deal. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Comfort. Thank you. That's why you see the women, they are always unpassive. We got it. You know, men and women, you're just on fire. Honestly, really thank you because Comfort, you share a lot of things which I take some few notes. You know, you talk about integrity is about personified. You know, integrity is personified. You say it is contagious. You know, it is contagious. Mr. Alifa live and breathe integrity. He is consistent. You know, he always come out and update us, even if, you know, we will not really want to accept it, but he is always true to what he is saying, and he stands by his word, which is really good. You know, thank you, Comfort. You know, really, really thank you for sharing with us. Now, I want to just dive to, you know, our guy in Canada. You know, he is always there, you know, always blow our mind, always, every time he is there to help a lot of people, and it's none other than Engineer Mike. Come on, brother, and share what you have for us.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome, panelists, my brothers from all around the globe. This is awesome. It's a great topic. And thank you, big brother Marty, Chris, my big brother Oliver, Sister Comfort. Wow. Sister Listra, this is awesome. This is the way to do it. Now, I want to come to it this way. Some months ago, I was reading like business, and I came across these characteristics of an integrity-driven business. It's most of the things that we've said here, but I had 7 of them. And let me bring them up to us now. The first one is ethical culture. If we look at it, we see how our CEO does this business with all honesty, right? Honesty, and is very honest, and he brings in the clean aspect of a new era business, okay, which is coming to solve the solutions of the problems of bringing solutions to most of the problems that other businesses have been having, right? That is called, we can call it the digital era, right? The digital transformation. He's bringing that into our ecosystem, which will leverage the world. So the first characteristic is that ethical culture. The second one, most of us have said it here, is transparent communication, right? Like Sister Comfort just said it, he comes and communicates with us, even if it's something we don't want to hear, but he's being honest about it, okay? So the second one is transparent communication. The third one is accountability. He takes account of everything. He comes out, he say, oh, this was my fault. I didn't follow it this way. I could have done it better. Can you imagine a CEO that comes and tell you all of this? So the third one is accountability. The fourth one now is ethical decision making. We have been in a webinar when our CEO came and told us, forget about your founders, let's move on. But he told them, no, they are my people. I created this business and they are being there for me. And we are continuing. Honesty. He came out, he said, no, this is an ethical decision making. He made an ethical decision on that. Okay. Now, the fifth one is inclusivity and diversity. So, inclusivity and diversity. If we look at the OnPassive business, you will see that OnPassive doesn't take cognizance of who you are, what educational background you are. You need to be a college dropout. You need to be somebody who has never seen the four walls of an educational institution, but you are thriving in OnPassive inclusiveness. Diversity. We have more OnPassive is operating in 200 plus countries. We can see everybody represented in our OnPassive business. Go to North, South, East, West, Asia, go to Africa, go to Europe, come to North and South America. Everybody is represented in our OnPassive business. So the fifth point is inclusivity and diversity. Now, the fifth one is consistency in your actions. We can see how our CEO comes here. He tells us from day one when I entered OnPassive, I will do this for you. I will bring the ecosystem. I will be consistent. I am here till I do it. I am here. We will do it or we die. So that is what is consistency in all his action. He's very consistent. Every of us have said that one. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is commitment to continuous improvement. That is the 7 characteristics of a integrity-driven business. So commitment to continuous improvement. So let's look at it this way. Do you people remember our CEO told us that OnPassive, the IT sector, is just one part of OnPassive? He tells us there is more to come to OnPassive. So he's improving innovation. He has a lot to offer, to add to our ecosystem that our big brother, Oliver Fonte, just reminded us that multiple streams of income, that our brother Marty Digamo said it. So we'll be having these multiple streams of income. And also, with that multiple stream of income, it brings what he just told us, right? Freedom of time, freedom. Okay, you don't worry about doing anything financially, you have it. So as a resume, let's go through it again. The first one characteristics is ethical culture. The next one is transparent communication. The next one is accountability, which is number 3. Number 4 is ethical decision making. Number 5 is inclusivity and diversity. Number 6 is consistency in action making. And the last one is commitment to continuous improvement. Brother Collins, that is what I have for us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. Thank you. Honestly, you just break it down. Don't need to even repeat it again because you just summarize it. And it's so beautiful. Honestly, we're really loving this show, this afternoon, whatever time you are. Please share it wherever you are. Please just share because there's a lot of information here, and it's really beautiful. So now I just want to take us to one of our sister. She's the dancing queen. She always dance and, she celebrate OnPassive wherever she is. She sleep and breathe OnPassive. And it's none other than Macien. Come on board and share with us.
Thank you, Collins. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. This is a very, very great topic today. Thank you, Engineer Mark, and all the previous speakers. That was wonderful. And when we talk about integrity, for me, I think it's the quality of being honest and having a strong principle moral that you cannot change. Something that you stand on it and you say, I do it, and no matter what anybody said, you don't care. You keep going with what you think that is the best. And that's what our CEO Mr. Ash Mufareh is doing at this moment. He's not hearing the noise around him. He's not hearing the people telling him you have to stop it and let us go now. He's not hearing the people saying that we have enough in our ecosystem, we can go with that one. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's going to stick on his integrity, and he's honest with everything that he's saying. He's not going to change. So, and another way, he have given us, all of us, listen to him or being here in this panel, that integrity. Because some of us, included me today, I can say that I'm trying to practicing it every single day. If you look at me 4 years ago and you look at what I'm doing now, it's different. I keep to understand that your integrity is also your value. You have to have that value. You have to remember that the image of when you send art, of what you said to people, is a part of a lesson that you are giving them. It's something that you can help them with, or you can kill them with. So in this case, Mr. Ash Mufareh has instructed in all of us, because we are all the mini Ash, as the way we call ourselves. If you are in OnPassive and you believe in this company and you have the same integrity, the moral and the value that you know this company is going to bring to the world, we call you the mini Ash. So somebody that Mr. Ash Mufareh has implemented himself in him or in her. So are you going to go out there and show the value that did not signify this company? No. You have to change not only on your way of doing things, but on your appearance and on the way you talk to the public, because everywhere you are, you represent OnPassive. If you know it or not, when you stand here on this panel or on any of the panel with the integrity, with something that you are talking about OnPassive, remember you become a figure for this company that 1+4 million people are part of it, and the whole world will soon be known. So whatever you do, you have to remember the value that this company is going to bring to the world. You have to remember every single thing that Mr. Ash Mufareh is going to give us. You have to remember that your word will matter, because when it came out from your mouth, it's going to stick there, and one person can take that against this company one day, and that's not going to be so good for him to go and clear up our mess. So that's a part of our integrity. From right now that we are part of this company and we stand like ambassador, like the people that they are going to be with our CEO day and night, like the people that we are accompanying him to bring his dream to us and to share it to the whole world, we have to remember that we all have that obligation. We all have that normal obligation. When I mean say is you must have that integrity and that value on you. You must change the negativity that you used to have 4, 5, 6 years ago and start learning about how to be positive. If you cannot say anything that will uplift somebody, you have an obligation to not say it. Don't do it. If you used to do things just because you want to do it, remember this company is giving you every possibility to become who you wanted to be. And nothing will change that. If you seek with our CEO, if you seek with the lesson of all the things that our brothers and sisters taught us every morning, because Brother Matthew and Chris Johnson, they have this show every morning that they do. If you listen to the show, most of the time they don't only talk about OnPassive, but they talk about life in general. And you have to go inside, get something that it will help you to move on. Just like I did. I listened to them from the day I came, almost it's going to be 5 years very soon. I've been listening from day one. If they think that I'm just there to get my dancing feet, no, I pick those lessons, I go out, I practice it, and I add it in my dancing. So I take that dancing out to the whole world to know what is going on. When people ask me, why are you doing this? I said, because now I feel like I'm living again. Mr. Ash Mufareh have given me and my life back. Because Mr. Ash Mufareh realized that I was not just feeling me. I was not living, I was existing. waiting for my day to leave this world. Now, somebody come with all the power that he has, with all the integrity and all the knowledge. He said, no, there's so many people around the globe that have a way, that can become somebody, that can help another person to get up, but they don't have any other means of doing it. I'm going to do it or die, bring it out there. And now it's up to them to take it. Sister Comfort said, when we came, we put our hand on it and we stick on it and we cannot get out. In our country, people, they know how we call it, come, no go. That's how we call it back home, come, no go. So you came in and you are not going anywhere, no matter what. Even the tractor will not take you away. That's how we are in unpassive. Mr. Ash Mufareh will take the time that he takes because we know what he's doing is for us, is going to be good. We just have to seek and be consistent. And remember, there will be a day that you are not going to be what you were yesterday, because you have got that completely changed, because somebody have walked his path for you to get where you want to be. You will have a day that you will go out and tell the whole world your story that will help somebody. Then you will have that freedom of time. You will have that financial to travel around. You will have that means to gather the people in the room because somebody have worked that for you. He doesn't care about the time that it's going to take, but he cares about the value and the quality of what he's going to give us when that time's come. That's our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, and we cannot thank him enough for that. We can. If you have been in this company for how long you are, and until now you have not found your way, until now you have not realized that this is what he's going to take for you to become somebody, it means you are just jogging. You are not listening. You are not listening. He has prepared us for who we are going to be tomorrow. This is a teaching moment for us. This is the learning moment for us. So that when we embrace all of us we are getting now, tomorrow when we go out there, we know where we came from and we know how to share it and we know how to talk to people and we become more compassionate because their story is part of our story. Their journey is the thing that we have gone through. When the people slap it on the jaw, what happened? Those people that slapped it, they went back and they fell on the floor. He stand tall. That should tell them something, that this man is not alone. He has a lot of people gathering him and he's just in the middle representing us out there. In our proverb in Africa, we have this broom that we broom our floor every morning. It's like a toss. We hold it together. If you take one of it, you cannot swim the floor. With one only, you can't swim the floor. You have to have that bundle. And when you swim your floor with that bundle, you can see how the floor is getting clean and going faster. So we stand with our CEO. He's not alone. He stands in the middle and all of us, we are covering him. And that integrity that he has in it, he's implemented in us. And we have an obligation to take it out there and know that it's not a joke. This is something that we have to take it and give it to our people. We have to take it and give it to others. Along the way, the world is going to be a better place to be. We have products that is coming up, great products. The internet is going to be expanded. Everybody is going to be on the internet. When I say everybody, very soon the 3-year, 4-year-old will have fun. What do you think they're going to go on the internet? We will have a platform for them so that we, the parent, we are not going to be worried that something is going to happen to them. That's what our CEO is working day and night. And do you think that it's easy for him? No. Do you think that the whole world loves that? No. Because people around are good to make for themselves, not for others. But we are most than happy that we have one man that decided, I am going to infiltrate it in so other people and will go at it and share to the world. Thank you so much for having me today, OTECH Pro.
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Marcel. That was really great. You shared a lot. And what I picked from what you've said, is about honesty, moral value, follow your heart. Mr. Ashford is following his heart to build this. He doesn't listen to any negativity. and you said we just have to be positive, we don't have to be negative. We are all mini ash. You know, that's really nice. We are all mini ash. If you have that integrity that Mr. Trump instilled on us, you will be mini ash. So thank you, Macien, for sharing that. That was truly powerful. Thank you. Now I want to move to one of our OTECH Pro brother, you know, and he's just quiet. He was under the weather. I don't know if he'll be able to speak. It's none other than Vincent. Come on board, my brother.
Thank you, my brother Collins. Thank you, everyone. And thanks also all the speakers from Marty Degamo to Sister Marcian. Thank you, all of you, for this great webinar today. I've seen that what you said about Mr. Ash Mufareh and then about the integrity. They are all good words. So once again, thank you very much for that. You touched my heart with this wonderful word that you said today. So let's back to the integrity. So the integrity in data security, one of the three pillars of when we're talking about the data security, one of the three pillars is integrity, because there are three pillars on the data security. We'll talk about confidentiality, we'll talk about integrity, and then we'll talk about availability. These are the three pillars of the data security. So we cannot talk about data without talking about the integrity. So integrity is very important word. Is a very important word in terms of the data. Today, when we talk about the data today, we cannot talk about data without saying about anything about integrity, because if the integrity is not there, everything we do in data is not valid. So there's something wrong. So we should be worried about what we are doing. So integrity is one of the key pillars, and then the key important point of the data security. And then that's why we can see this in our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. So you said it. So he's a man of the integrity. You, all of you said it. He's a man of the integrity. So the integrity himself is in him, is Mr. Ash Mufareh. So even the internal consistency that is doing for us. So you see that the consistency is there. He's doing that. That's what he's doing. It's also the lack of corruption. So he's working on that as well. So this is also part of the business. So we cannot talk about business without talking about integrity. Every good business must embed it with integrity. Any single business in the world that will say, oh, it's a great business, it's a good business, we should see the word integrity. So that's why our CEO today is the man of integrity. Without that word, we cannot say much about him, but 100% I will say is a man of integrity. The integrity is there. You all said it. The honesty is there. We have also the consistency in him, accountability, everything, the moral, the ethical, everything. Some of our brothers mentioned that as well. So this is why Mr. Mufareh, the business that is leading today, we are talking about the integrity. So he has shown us we don't have to demonstrate it again, because personally, most of us have been here, maybe less enough is maybe minimum 2 years. Some of us have been here more than 6 years now. So we all know him is a man of integrity. We know what he is doing, and then what he's doing for us, and then what he has been doing. So it's not a story that we're going to say, oh, let me tell the story. No, we see in life, we listen to him live all the time. And then so many things that he said to us day and day, month to month, year to year. So it's not any more story. It's a real life thing that we have seen in, and then we all know. So he's a man of the word. If he say he want to do it, he will do it. He always say, do it or die. As I say, he's seeing that. So this is also part of the integrity. But when he say unpassive is here to stay, it's also referring to the integrity as well, because we're not here to appear 1 day, 2 days and go. No, it's here to stay. And then we're going to stay. So this is part of the integrity of the Mr. Mufareh. So what he said, he will do it, and then he will keep doing it. That's what he has promised us, that we'll be happy. And then again, he said, when we are too, let's say in a different way, when we are too full, we eat and then you are full. You know, the food, give also some to your neighbors, friends, family around. So also they can taste the food that you are eating. So I said it in another way that some people can get it and then understand it. Yeah. So this is also integrity of our CEO is a man of heart. So everything he said, he will go and then he will do it. So today, let's pray for him. One of our sisters also said that we should come behind him, work with him, be one person, so that help him for this great job that he's doing for us. And then we'll give him also the power, because when we are all to one person, you are like water. But with many, we can be a ocean. So we can be big, and then we can do a big thing. So this is what Mr. Ash is leading us to. Is leading us to lead also the world, is leading us to do so many things that individually we cannot do it. So coming together, being together, all together with this integrity of this man, we can achieve that dream. So it's a big dream that he has put in together. And then we know, and then I believe, and then I trust for sure that we'll get to there. And then we're not far to there. So this is a great business, is working on that. So without that integrity, we cannot achieve that business. But for sure, with his integrity and what we know, 100% sure that we'll get into that. So that make him the man of integrity. That man is doing the great job for us. We like or not, we'll get it. And then some people, day and night, you wake up, you talk about Mr. Ash Mufareh, because the dream that Mr. Mufareh has put in is not a small thing. It's not also a joke. It's not a story. It's a real. So he's going to deliver that. So he said again, on passive is here to stay. Then I believe it will stay. We're all going to stay. We're all going to be happy, because the journey, I know the journey is long, but nothing good come very easy. Everything good come sometimes very difficult way. And if it get very easy, it goes very quick, and then it can even disappear from your hand. But when it take you difficult to get it, when you get it, you have time to look after that, and then it lasts for long. But that's life. So anything good take time to come, but bad thing happen very quick, but it doesn't last for long. So this is the difference with what Mr. Ash is doing for us. It's going to last for long. That's why it's taking time. So we should also understand this again. Good thing take time. Bad thing is very quick. So I'll leave it there, my brother Collins. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Vincent. That was really, really a good remark. Good things take time, and bad things really, it's short-lived. It comes quick, and after that, vanish. And I like the fact when you mentioned about the 3 pillars of data security. One of the ingredient is integrity. And Mr. Ash Mufareh, embodies everything, when it comes to integrity. And you just, go back to what everyone have just said, which is really good. So Vincent, thank you for the great share. And just want to go back to US. We have one of our power ladies in the house. She's always quiet. Sometimes she said, "Oh, I don't have something to say," but she always have a lot to say, and it's none other than Mino. Mino, come on board.
Thank you.
And share with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Collins. Oh my God. Participating in this webinar has been so energizing. It's a vibrant environment. It's a good atmosphere. It's like being drawn to powerful flame. It ignites your spirit. What am I going to say after Comfort's talk and Marcian's talk? When you ladies talk, I'm like drawn like a hypnotized person. Like I'm listening. Thank you. So Mr. Ash's vision transcends conventional business metrics, where the success is measured by how much you impact people's lives. Through his integrity-centered leadership, Ash inspires confidence, also establishes a sustainable, purpose-driven enterprise that champions fairness and equality at its foundation. Between his leadership characteristics, such as integrity and emotional intelligence that Marty talked into, his genuine heart connection with everybody, between his calm under pressure and many amazing features, we are in a good place. Like Marty said, we are living a fairy tale life. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Mino. That was really great. You just embodied everything. And if you look at it, it's true because Ash heart resonates with everybody. You cannot get enough of Ash. If Ash is there speaking, it's like he has that magnetic force to bring people closer with his humility and everything. So thank you, Mino, for sharing that. That was really amazing. Now let me pick one of our sisters. I think she has been in the house, and I know she's there, and also she's from US, and it's none other than Miriam. Do you want to come on board to share with us?
Hi, thank you for having me. I want to go ahead and tie up what everybody has said already because everyone said everything there was. So Ash is integrity, okay? He got his integrity from God above, all right? For those that are struggling with integrity, doing the right thing, maybe doing the right thing sometimes, but not all the time. The way you find your way to integrity, listen to Ash. Pay attention to what he's saying. Plug in, like Marty said. Pay attention, okay? If you weren't plugged in before, start plugging in now, okay? I wasn't plugged in before, but I'm trying to do better at this point. Ash's integrity, he doesn't have to try. He doesn't have to try to tell the truth. He doesn't have to try to be doing the right thing when nobody's looking or when they are looking. It just is. It just is. It's just the way he is. Okay? So the integrity is contagious. It just flows. It's kind of like Comfort said, it's that COVID. If you're around him enough, if you listen to his videos enough, you'll catch it. You will catch that integrity. You'll want to start speaking positive. You're going to lose talking about all that other stuff that's going on because you know what? It all goes on in people's life. And when it comes down to it, it's not really important. It's just not important because it's eventually going to get taken care of and go away. But you can't concentrate on that because it'll steal your energy, it'll steal your joy, and it'll make you miserable. So go back, use that integrity inside you, and know everything's going to be okay and things are fine. So going back to this integrity, we are going to change people's lives in other countries, all right? Now, I believe they're going to receive it with open arms, okay? That's going to be easy. I believe where the struggle is going to be is right here in the United States because we have issues with leaders, people that don't want homeless people in their state, in their city. They want them to go away. They want them to go somewhere else. And that's real. That's true. And we're going to somehow have to take that integrity that Ash has. We're going to have to move it to those governors, to those people in authority that are so obstinate that say, no, we don't want them here. They're bringing our town down. They're nasty. They're not part of it. Those are the people. Those are the states and the cities and the towns that we're going to have to concentrate when the time comes. Like I said, the countries, they're going to receive it. I know that. So integrity is not just going to stay in a box. The integrity that we have, that Ash has shown us, we can't put in a box and say, look at me, I'm doing everything right. I'm living my life the way I'm supposed to. Well, that's great, but you need to take that and you need to show it to the people in the world. Okay? Because if you're doing everything right, like you're supposed to, and then you're going out there in the world and they can't even tell, then something's wrong. So live your life with intention so people can see that you have that integrity, that you can share it with others. So others will want that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Miriam. That was really great. It was really nice because you make a few points, which is really good because you come across everything everyone said, but you make some critical points. You said Ash integrity comes from God above, which is really normal, which is really good. And you said he doesn't need to try. He doesn't have to try. It just comes naturally from him to tell the truth and to even say something when it's even difficult to say. Because like they always said, this true strength of a man is when you can stand and say something, even if it goes against you. That's his integrity. Our brother Bob is chatting from behind. He said, no company will even survive. And Vincent said, no company will survive if they don't have that integrity in them. They will not have customers. Because why do you want to buy something from a company that has no integrity? It's really powerful. So thank you for the great sharing. Now I just want to touch one of our brothers in Germany. He's here. And I think it's Serge. Serge, are you there? If you can share with us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. Sorry for coming late because I have someone at the hospital and I had to visit her before coming here. So it is such a very wonderful feeling to hear what you are saying about On Passive and Ash. But I would like to make my statement in French for those who speak French. People are every time calling me to say, hi, Serge, we want to understand what the OTECH Pro guys are saying, but it is in English. So I told them that every time I'm here, I will speak in French for them, translate what you are saying, or give an idea of what we are saying here. So I want to speak French now. OK. Donc voici, nous sommes actuellement à l'émission de OTECH Pro. Je disais que beaucoup de personnes veulent savoir ce que nous disons ici, ce que les OTECH Pro disent, mais c'est en anglais. Donc je me suis dit que chaque fois que je serai ici, je vais essayer de traduire un peu ce qu'ils disent ou bien soit en général donner une idée générale de ce qu'ils disent ici. En tout cas, je suis très heureux de participer à cette émission, de participer à ce meeting. Donc, tout ce que les frères et sœurs étaient en train de dire ici concerne l'intégrité. Parce que il faut savoir que le titre aujourd'hui, c'était quoi? H présente une entreprise axée sur l'intégrité. Voilà. Donc, cette entreprise-là est basée sur l'intégrité. Pour parler d'intégrité de cette entreprise, il faut voir d'abord ce que H lui-même présente comme intégrité. Voilà. C'est une personne qui nous influence, qui nous donne beaucoup de courage. Et vous savez que les plus grandes entreprises dans ce monde, ou bien lorsqu'on réussit à faire quelque chose de grand dans ce monde, c'est que notre travail, ou bien ce travail a été basé sur l'intégrité. Si une personne n'est pas intègre, je pense que le succès ne va pas s'ouvrir à cette personne-là. Et quand nous voyons tout ce que On Passive est en train de présenter, l'idée, l'idéologie, les moyens et tout ce que nous traversons, nous voyons l'intégrité dans H. Et comme un d'entre nous a dit tout de suite, l'intégrité de H vient de Dieu. Parce que construire une telle entreprise, avoir des difficultés, traverser toutes ces trahisons, mais toujours avancer, toujours avoir le sourire, toujours encourager les autres, ça a besoin d'une grande portion d'intégrité. Et l'intégrité de H est quelque chose est un des piliers essentiels de On Passive. Je pense que nous qui sommes les petits H, comme quelqu'un l'a dit ici, nous qui allons être les représentants de On Passive, les représentants de H dans notre communauté, dans notre ville, dans notre pays ou bien dans l'endroit où nous serons, dans notre entourage, il faudrait que nous adossons cette intégrité-là. Il faudrait que nous habillions de cette intégrité-là parce que c'est sûr que cette intégrité va nous amener loin. Et quand je parle aussi d'intégrité, il faudrait que nous ayons cette copie de H en nous. Il faudrait que nous copions l'intégrité de H parce que lorsque moi, j'ai toujours l'habitude de parler de l'après, lorsque le temps d'après, lorsque on passive va fonctionner, est-ce que nous n'allons pas oublier cette intégrité de H? Est-ce que nous n'allons pas oublier cette idéologie, cette idée que H nous a inculquée? Je pense que nous ne devons pas oublier cela. Donc, pour ne pas aller loin, tous les frères ici, tous les sœurs ici ont parlé de cette intégrité, de ce caractère de H qui nous inspire tous. C'est très important, c'est très essentiel pour nous tous. Et aussi, quand on parle ils ont parlé aussi de On Passive, de l'entreprise qui est axée sur cette intégrité-là. C'est-à-dire, quelles que soient les situations que nous avons traversées, mais cette entreprise continue d'avancer, continue de mener à bien cette construction, quels que soient les vents et marées que nous traversons. Donc, tous les frères ici, tous les sœurs ici ont parlé dans le même sens de l'intégrité de H, de l'intégrité du business que nous sommes en train H et son groupe est en train de bâtir. Mais moi, j'ajoute que lorsque nous allons traverser cette situation-là, c'est-à-dire lorsque l'entreprise va produire véritablement comme nous le souhaitons, il ne faudrait pas que nous oublions cette intégrité-là. Nous avons pris la décision de suivre H, nous avons pris la décision d'être de petit H, nous avons pris la décision d'être comme lui, alors nous devons aussi être intègres dans ce que nous allons faire. Pensons toujours à cette idéologie, tendre la main, remplir nos poches bien sûr, mais remplir la poche des autres aussi. Donc voilà ce que je voulais dire. Thank you guys. You are very, very wonderful to speak always about On Passive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Serge. Thank you, Serge. Thank you for reaching out to the Francophone and French community. It was really great to have you on this show to share, share everything about integrity. So really, really great to have you. It's really nice to have at least this part of the webinar. So I just want to jump now to one of our sisters in Canada, and she's been here listening really keenly, and just happy to have you here, sister. It's none other than our sister Gemma. Are you there? So take it over and just share.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Lovely to be here with you all. I have been listening from time you started. I'm trying to get on. Finally, I did. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, talking about integrity. Mr. Ash has been the most integral person I've ever met. To have integrity, you have to be honest and have great principles. He could have stopped a long time ago after all the troubles he's been through, saying, okay, guys, you know what? They have gone after me. They have stolen from me. They have done this and done that. And I cannot do this anymore. But no, did he do that? No, he did not. He promised us, we do or die. We are in it to win it, all of us. And he wanted to take us to the end of it. So he decided there is no way I'm going to let my family down. I'm going to go all the way, no matter what happens. I promised, and I'm going to stick with everything I've said. I'm going to be honest, show my integrity. This is what I promised, and I'm going to stay with it. And you guys have said almost everything I wanted to say. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Mr. Ash. We really appreciate you and love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stanjema. It was really nice to have you here, and you really point out, exactly what most of people have been saying. But you said Ash is, is the most, the person that you've seen, the most integral person you've met in your life, which is really great. And you said to have that, you must be a man of honesty and principle. So he always stand in his word, always stand, and he always believe in what he wants to achieve, which is about humanity. So thank you for sharing that with us. I think we have one more person I will call, and then we'll take the last round 1 minute, and Maddie will close it up for us. So I just want to call our brother Pedro, who is here. At the camera is short. Maybe it's not ready to speak. If Pedro is not ready, I will go back and I'll just give 1 minute each, and then Maddie will close it for us. So let me call on, let me see, I will call on Engineer Mike. Do you want to take it first? Just 1 minute. What's your closing remark?
Yes, sir. My closing remark would be, thank you. It was a nice session. Every day I will ask this question in all the sessions. On passive, do we know our business? On Passivians, do we know our business? And again, I'll ask you people, are we ready? Right? Are we ready to go to the next phase of unpassive? Are we ready? Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. That was really great. And let me just take the next person. I'll go to Miriam from Canada. Your closing remark, just 1 minute. Share. Take it over, sister. Yep. It's all yours.
Okay. Well, what I have to say is everybody said everything. We love you, Mr. Ash. There's nobody like you. That's it. I mean, we've all said everything, right? I mean, what else is there?
Thank you very
His
much.
integrity is great. Thank you.
Really,
Mark.
thank you. Let me call on my sister, Listra. Your closing remark?
Yes, well, all I have to say is that our God is with Mr. Ash. Without him, nothing will be the way it is. God has given him everything he needs to bring us to this place today. And I want to thank him, the tech team, and everyone involved in this company, all of you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. So I'll call on our sister Marcienne, your closing remark. Just calling the ladies.
Thank you, Collins. And I just want to thank the OTECH Pro for all the work that you guys have done for all these years that you've been in on-passive. Always try to look for where there's a gap and bring it out to us to let us get it and understand that this technology is something that is real and it's not here for tomorrow morning. It's going to take a while, and our CEO will take a time to bring it when he's ready. So we thank you all for that. And I also want to thank our CEO for sharing his dream with us and for making us believe in ourselves and living again. And remember, your tomorrow will never be the same as you are today. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcia, thank you for that really powerful closing remark. Let me call our sister Comfort. Come down. Give us your closing remark.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining us. And of course, to people who have been sticking in or you've been engaged, just keep on keeping on. Do what you can to keep informing yourself. Just keep in touch with the right people because it's a done deal. Mr. Mufareh is not blinking. He has made up his mind, and what he has promised you and myself, it's on the way. It's just a matter of when, and it's coming really soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Comfort. Thank you for that. And I'll call on our sister Mino. Your closing remark?
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ash's commitment to ethical principles is not just a business strategy, it's a way of life that establishes trust and respect. We are blessed beyond measures. Just a remark to everybody, if you don't see it on OES and if you do not hear it from Mr. Ash, do not believe it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mino. So that's powerful. And I'll call on our brother Vincent. Vincent, are you there? Your camera is off. Closing remark, 1 minute. If Vincent is not there, I will jump to maybe Vincent will come back later. Let me go to our brother Chris Johnson.
I'm here. Hey, great topic. I'm going to say it again. I got a minute, right? I'm here. They're here. You're not here. I suggest you get here because Ash is going to take you everywhere. There you go, Collins.
Thank you, Chris. Let me go to our brother Oliver.
Yeah, hi. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody again that's here, and especially to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, for sharing his ideas and bringing us into a clean, ethical business. And I want to say, for the users also that are coming in, the customers that are coming in, you are safe. Your data are going to be protected, and we're going to be fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you for the powerful closing remark. Let me call out brother Serge from Germany.
Oh, brother Serge from Germany. Thank you very much. Thank you, you guys, because you are a very great support for Ash and the company, and it is a proof that On Passive is real and Ash is a good sale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Serge. Thank you very much. I think I've called almost everybody. Vincent is not there. So now I'll go back to our brother Madi. Now the floor is yours. You can take 2 minutes to close us.
Oh, I get 2. Anyway, yeah, how do you finish this? You tie a big yellow ribbon on it and put it under the tree. Oh, it's very good. 12 different perspectives of what the topic was, and all of them true. We're very fortunate to be where we are, and we know it. And like all of you have said, very soon the door is going to open and we can do our 2%. Share it with other people because they need to see it. They need to feel like we do. Because I'm telling you, tens of thousands of people right now are looking online for something. I'm going to tell you what they're looking for because I did it 20 years ago. They're looking for our company. I'm just telling you. And it's a shame if they got to go through 5 shiny objects to get here. So if you shine, they'll come. You will be the biggest salesperson in your life just by walking and talking the feeling that you talked about today. I mean that. They'll see your confidence. They'll see you have something, and they're going to want it. May not be able to articulate it, but I'm telling you, when you see somebody, you ever see somebody when he comes in the room, everybody gathers around them? That's you. That's what's coming. If you work on it and believe what you just said, and I know you do, we're going to change the world. One paint stroke at a time. Thank you. Thank everybody.
Thank you, Madi. Thank you, Madi, very much. And just to thank everyone who joined us today and those who are watching and those who will watch. Really thank you for believing in this company and believing in Mr. Ash Mufareh's dream, and believing in his integrity. On Passive is the beacon of hope. On Passive is a place to be. And he said he wants to leave this world in a better place than he came into it. So just want to thank you. Until then, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time, which is on the 9th